Richa and Pratik, both of you will be next seen in The Great Indian Murder that's adapted from Vikas Swarup's bestseller, Six Suspects. Not much has revealed in the trailer apart from that it's a murder mystery and there are many suspects. Please tell us more about this series and your characters.
So my character's name is Suraj Yadav, and I am playing a CBI investigative officer on this murder case, Vicky Rai's murder case, which is a high-profile murder case. So there are lots and lots of angles. There are six suspects. There is a political angle to the entire thing, and there are a lot of twists. And twists are sometimes taking us towards the killer, and sometimes taking us far from the killer. So that's the whole fun about thing. It's a complex story, and as you said, it's a bestseller of Vikas Swarup. So yeah, a lot to look forward to.
I play the role of Sudha Bhardwaj. She's working with the crime branch and she's actually assisting Pratik, Suraj Yadav's character in his investigation. And uski wajah se there is some skirmishes and some like ego issues, tiny bits because they're from the same institute and there's a chemistry there. And then there's also doubting of intent. She keeps doubting his intent, as you can see in the trailer also. She's always talking about आप इसको कहाँ ले जा रहे हैं, क्यों ले जा रहे हैं, इस तरह का. And the show obviously has a very vast landscape. It goes from place to place, from city to city. It goes from Andaman to mainland India. So for me, as exciting the screenplay was on paper, it's becomes really enhanced and enriched because of the performances, and I really thoroughly enjoyed working on this one.
So, to both of you, have you read the book, The Six Suspects, before starting the project?
I have read it, but I read it when it came out. Where I was reading a lot that at that time, and I didn't retain that much of the book at that time. I mean, I know who the murderer is, but you won't know. So, so I mean, I didn't have to go back to the book or anything, but I think it's brilliantly adapted. When I saw Vishal Bhardwaj do Macbeth and Makbul, एक ऐसे idea की एक excitement होती है ना, that oh wow, look at these characters and how beautifully they lend themselves into this world. So the same thing here. I feel like I was just, my mind was boggled when I saw how everything got translated and how it's shot today, in 2021, and is just very, very well done.
So let me tell you, I also read bit of the book, so I know who the murderer is. But Pratik, this is almost like cop suspecting cop, and I'm talking about the characters that you guys are playing. So Richa, this cop, this book is set in Delhi, and you're playing a cop from Delhi, and you are from Delhi, and a Delhi wala know how the cops in Delhi behave and how they talk, and I'm sure it must be a revelation for Pratik to see the type of lingo they use. So how easy does this character came to you, to each of you?
See, we are playing slightly high ranking cops, okay? And they obviously don't behave the way the cop at the traffic light or the Pratik, I don't know if you know, we call them thulle in Delhi. So,
I know.
so there's no thulla bazi here. But of course, उनके साथ subordinates चलते हैं, उनके साथ security वाले चलते हैं, उनके साथ ऐसे लोग चलते हैं जो मतलब उनको protect करते हैं. अगर वो site पे interrogation के लिए जाते हैं तो हम लोग अलग मतलब, so there's no typical thulla behavior, but there is a question on the independence of the implementation or enforcing agencies in terms of political pressure, and that is something that is very relevant today, tomorrow, yesterday, 30 years ago. Kind of stays the same. Governments come and go, but ये एक aspect ऐसा है जो रहता है, तो ये भी show explore करता है कहीं ना कहीं.
So as she correctly said, that there are a lot of political lineage happening in the case, and that's how the case is taking different turns. So my character is, a character that the way he plays, the way he does what he does, creates a lot of questions in Sudha's mind, and that's how there is a constant, a constant difference of opinion between both of these guys, and that's how it goes ahead. So मतलब इनका जो कैरेक्टर था दिल्ली पुलिस, शी इज फ्रॉम दिल्ली पुलिस एंड आई एम फ्रॉम सीबीआई. But Suraj Yadav is also from the northern belt, and he is the one who knows the bureaucracy very well, so well that he knows how to manipulate it also, and that's how he has come up the ranks so fast. So these backstories of each character makes it even more interesting, and that was a lot of things for me were new, and I have learned actually that okay, this is how the system actually.
To both of you, you guys are working together for the first time. So when you on the set, do you guys discuss your characters or your acting process to help each other, or it's only gossiping that happen on the sets?
No, we didn't. First of all, when I met Pratik, because I was so happy with his success. Okay, एक होता है यार, if you're from outside and you're from theater from another town, एक होता है that you want, you champion people who come up on their own and after a long struggle. So I didn't feel like I'm meeting him for the first time when I met him. When we started work, I didn't feel like this is a new person in my life. It really just felt, I was like, hi buddy, how are you? कैसा चल रहा है यार? बताओ. And then I don't think we gossiped, but yeah, we would look forward to hearing anecdotes of NSD from Raghubir sir or Tishu sir. We would talk about processes. We would talk about vegetarian khana because our set was full of foodies, and we were both sort of in the same boat. So yeah, I don't think gossip happened. We discussed everything under the sun, weather, climate change, politics, diets, everything. But
So it's like
yeah, it
for
is.
me also, it's like meeting an old friend. Though we met for the first time, but it never felt so.
But do actors help each other with their experiences, like to maybe which will might help enhance your character, your performance? Does that
Yeah,
happen?
yeah, that happens. That happens a
Yeah.
lot. And I mean, I find myself fortunate enough to have worked with such good actors and such secured actors that they immediately come forward and add to what you are trying to do. So yes, it happens a lot.
Good actors champion each other. Good
Yeah.
actors help each other, and good actors realize that this is a team effort. अगर आपके सामने वाला is not a good performer, is gonna ruin your cues, ruin your reactions, then it's not. So you have to be invested in the project or the creation to such an extent that you lift everybody up, and that really happened on this set. There was no question, and this is coming from an industry where you hear uh, two hero films don't happen because of such and such a reason. So there was really, that's the beauty of the OTT format also. There's the beauty of people coming from theater also. So it was really a blessing like that.
When you're working on a whodunit, the biggest challenge is to guard the secret, like who's the culprit. While shooting the series, did you guys know who's the murderer? I know you read the book, but what on the script level, did you know that okay, this is the person who will be in the end I have to catch?
No, I didn't know this because I had not read the book and I was asked not to read the book because our characters were not from the book. Our
When I
characters were written. Yeah, our characters were written when got adapted for the series format, and that's how it is.
when I read the book, I read the book because it was Vikas Swarup's book, and I liked Q&A, and like I never thought कि मैं act करूंगी और ये show बनेगा. So obviously, uh, in fact, I think I didn't even remember. But whether we catch the killer or not is a question. We
Sure,
don't know.
sure. To each of you, how was it working with Tigmashu Dhulia? Richa, you of course have worked with him in Gangs of Wasseypur too.
Well, I worked with him in Gangs as an actor. I never really shot with him. I was new. He was a really established director and actor. Everybody, he knew everybody on set because the rest of the people also like Piyush Bhai, Nawaz Bhai, everybody was from NSD. So I really didn't really have like a conversational relationship with him, and I'm a little bit intimidated also, really big director and acting also. So meeting him like this as a director when he understands, without words being spoken, what is being done, what is being communicated, uh, it's really been really nice and magical. Very nice to work. That experience has been amazing.
Yeah. So he is also actor's director. He understands, how the actors think because he himself is an actor, and that adds up to a lot of things because the kind of freedom that any actor would look forward to when he's on floor, कि कुछ add करते हैं. There are a lot of scope. There is a lot of scope for improvisation, and he is also a person who takes from the energy of the location. If there is something written in some fashion, he must have thought something. But the moment actor comes in and we are there on the location, a lot of things just happen. So he lets it happen, and that's the beauty of it. So that works very well with us.
So to both of you, what is that one thing that you always carry on the sets that help you during the shoot?
Yeah.
I
For
have
the
a
shoot, yeah, script is one thing that is constantly with us. I guess I keep it with me.
yeah.
So that's the best thing. बाकी तो वही है यार, पानी और चाय, that's it. उससे निकल जाता है shoot.
Yeah, I carry a few things. I have a ritual. I carry a candle for the vanity van. मुझे लगता है पता नहीं कौन पहले बैठा था कोई और फिर अब कौन आया. मतलब I cleanse the aura. I carry a speaker so that when I'm doing my makeup, I can play music that helps me get into the character. I always have a character perfume that
Yeah.
that I use for this character because there are very few senses you can play with. So I play with the sense of smell. That's the last thing I use before I exit the vanity van, and it helps me get into character really quickly. Like for this character, because she's strong and also vulnerable, I used a perfume which was a local perfume, no brand. I bought it on the streets of Morocco. It was called Vanilla Oud. So it's an oud perfume, which is very strong, masculine, wooden perfume, but it has a hint of vanilla. So
Sure,
I
sure.
used it. So these are the things I carry on set. Makes me sound very materialistic, but these are my tools. It
No,
helps me.
this works. I have heard this from a lot
Works.
of actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it really works. So वो bottle खत्म हो जाती है जब तक आप shooting खत्म करते हैं, पर बचा के रखते हैं. Like अगर इसमें क्या हुआ था, लॉकडाउन आ गया था, याद है, सेकंड वेव आ गया था, तो I was very tempted to use that perfume, but I didn't. I was like, नहीं बचा है, shoot patchwork भी आएगा, so I have to save it. So I kept it, and on the set, I think I just do a little note of the backstory of the character, like Sudha, UPSC must have graduated, or Suraj Yadav ki senior hai. How does she feel about Suraj being promoted over her? Or, what's her husband situation like? What's her domestic situation like? Does she have a, all those things I carry and I refer to them like, because you're creating a person.
And finally, to both of you, what audience going to experience on 4th of February when this show drops on Disney Plus Hotstar? And please tell us who's the murderer. Wrong answers only.
Who's
See,
the
our job
murderer?
is to investigate, so we can even suspect you as a murderer. I mean, that's our job.
I can, I think Vicky Rai committed suicide because he was so sick of the person he had become. He was such a terrible monster that he wanted to kill himself.
I don't agree to her, but okay, we'll investigate it further.
We can mislead him. It's okay.
Oh God, I don't want to know now. You spoiled my mood to watch this series.
Oh,
But
sorry.
thank you so much and best of luck.
Thanks, Vishal. Thank you. Always a
Thank you,
pleasure.
Vishal. Thank you very much.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
Bye.